going on, everyone? Here with Joe. As you saw from the last video, still playing Surgeku, but this time he earned his invite to Nats through this leader. Joe, tell us a little bit about the deck.
It's still good, still broken. I still kept it red yellow. Just wanted to keep it super simple. That's it. Like
no Ryu.
No Ryu. I just think the blue's very clunky. Like you could run a lot more different cards and a lot of different yellow cards that just like make the deck a lot better. So.
Yeah. All right, like what? Show us.
First of all, this card broken. This card right here.
What's that?
It's a tap 2 beam that says -15 to anything, including the leader during the battle.
Ooh.
So there's a lot of ways like you could dump it with this, but you also play the Jiro super combo. So like during battle, you could swing the leader, Jiro, dump this, and tap 2, remove it. This is so good. There's a lot of utility in this deck. But yeah, so we'll just get into this deck profile because everything's mostly standard except for a couple cards. So same thing, 4 check lands, you have to play it. 4 Beerus, still the best. I dropped this down from 3 to 2. I realized in this like control variant type of meta, this is kind of useless, especially like in the early turns. Like you never want to see it early just because everything stalls and everything has negates, so this can't really push through damage unless they tap out. But most decks and most people won't tap out turn 2, 3. So this was kind of useless. So I literally just dropped it down to 2. It was still good. I still played it a couple times, but most of the time it was kind of meh for the tournament. And then this I upped to 2. This card I realized is actually really good in the grind game. Just decreasing your opponent's leader and having them waste more cards since most of the decks are efficient in hand. Piccolo draws 2 basically every turn. So you want to play this, take your life so you could self-awaken if it becomes a grind game, and able to deal a lot of damage if you go wide for the game. So 2 of these. And then I played 2 babies. So equipped with that, we still played 4 apes. These are your discard fodders or your targets for Jiro. Yeah, so this like everything's standard. It's just this is broken. There's a lot of times, especially in Piccolo Surge, you could do this twice. So at your 5 curve, you could remove both of these, get them down in -15, and then your leader is plus 10. And then on top of your leader effect to give it another plus 10, so it's plus 20 base. And that's plus 20 base to -15. So it's pretty dirty. I stole a lot of games and I caught a lot of people off guard with this. Except for Hatch, because of the blue extra card. He just removed this and this from my ape, so that's why I ended in a draw. It was really bad, but all in all, I'm probably going to bump this to 3. This card is really good. Still standard, solid yellows, 3 apes. I wanted to bump this to 4, but 3 was just probably the magic number for this in this deck because you just draw so much and you have so much utility with it. So just the 3. Still same old 2 coolers. Still
the bee's knees.
The bee's knees. This card, we'll always play this. This card is so good. Like I said, the other combo, if you're 5 curve as well, like you tap 2 for this. If they counterplay this, you can play cooler, draw 3, have 2 bodies. Super solid. Still the same thing. 3 tricksters, no complaints. 2 exploiting weakness. I dropped this down to from 3 to 2. I didn't think it was not that necessary in this meta because most control builds, especially Cooler and Piccolo, they rarely have anything on board. So this is kind of dead. This is really dead. So. Like it was just all right. I still wanted to play it just in case those offset matchups, but still just a solid overall card. This card, still played it. So yes, I was talking a lot of shit about this card. I shouldn't have. In the meta before, the week before the meta shifted, when everything was like super fast and super aggro, this was kind of meh to me. But now in this meta, it's all control, and you get to like turn 5, 6, 7, and so forth. This will always resolve now. My problem was I wanted to kill people turn 3 with this, so that's why I hated this card. But now I kind of toned the deck to a more control base, so this really worked for me. But I still kept it at 3 just because early turns you don't want to see it. Like most people won't tap out because they want to use the 2 energy for counterplay or the 2 of the 3 energy they have for counterplay, and then this will just it won't stick. So it's just yeah. But overall, the grind game for this is really good. Same thing, 2 crit chunks. You want a self awaken, you need a self awaken. 3 topos, still kept it at 3. 3 was fine. No complaints about it. Just topo is topo, honestly. This I was really sad about. I dropped this to 2. I should have kept the 3rd one. I don't know what I was thinking. I really missed the 3rd one in the main, honestly. Every game too, whether I win or lose, the 3rd one always came in. There was never a time, there was always times I was like, damn, I missed this card. I wish I had it. Or I resolved one early game and I'm like, oh, I have one left in deck. And it's in life. And I cry. So I really want to play the 3rd one. That's another thing I'll change up for this.
Seems cheesy, I don't care.
Super combos. So I didn't play any draw super combos. I played 2 Jiro, 2 Whis. This is for free arrival with the Beerus. Plus anything that's like super huge. Like you just minus it. If it's at 40k minus 30, then Beerus is live on it. It's just really good at clearing boards too. Anything small that doesn't have barrier, you're able to like 1-for-1 trade and protect yourself or deal damage to your opponent. So it's super good. This card is really good. It's, essentially, you're playing 6 apes and 4 babies in your deck. So if you see this, you could dump any one of those to your drop area. This is really good. And like another play is like you swing with this draw to discard 1, you play the Jiro, and then you dump either a monkey or the baby, and then that'll be your like kill turn or your passive turn. So you could dump monkey and then draw 2 cards. So it's essentially like you're playing 6 monkeys or the 4 babies. So this card was super good. Never was it dead. Like I always had a target for this in deck. If I were to change up the super combos, I'd probably play this at 3, Jiro at 3, the Whis at 1, and then play one more baby, just to have a more consistent type of build. So I'm just literally controlling and I'm able to do damage early game, because that's what you need. If a deck gets to like 4 or 5 energy, it's really hard for you to kind of consistently come back, especially in the red-yellow build. It's a lot more aggro. So it's the super combos. Then the extra cards, I main 2 Battle of the Death. This card's good. I won all my Piccolo Surge matchups. I played 4 during the tournament, and this card just literally blows them out of the water. So basically, it's a tap 2. It's activate main. If your leader's yellow, you choose up to 3 life and add it to your hand, and then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and ignoring barrier and subtract 25k.
Ooh, so you didn't have to take a life.
No. So this is if they don't have anything on board, you literally just play this for 2, take 3 life. And then now you're at your 5 curve. Now it's like you're essentially like I could awaken and be kind of safe, because you need to be at that 5. So that's why I decided to play this in the main. It was just really solid overall. Like it's literally, you could minus basically anything like blockers. That's what I did against Android 18. He had the Bojack blocker, and I just minus it, took 3 life because he wasn't attacking me. So it was really solid. I have no this super solid card. I'll probably keep it in the main. It just has so much utility. And then still the same thing. Flying Nimbus, 2 denial, and then I opted to change out after image for 2 is that all we got. The reason why is the same thing I explained in the last video, where you want a solid negate because you don't want to compete with all the rival stuff. Because if you get caught like cooler against cooler and they rival like a bunch of times, you can't really deal with that. So you need a solid negate. But yeah, and it's also like you could discard your baby off of this. That's another reason why I want to play baby at 3 is just because you could discard it off of this. Find Nimbus, Azal, we got or Topo, which is super good because they give you basically access to like, oh, I'm gonna discard this card and have a bean and be safe for like your next couple turns. So that's it for the main, solid, and then the extra or the side deck. Still play 2. Nimbus Voyager. I didn't play any main matches, so this never came in, but I'd still put it in the main in the side deck. Just a really good card overall. So since this was a regional, not a 1K, I had to put meta cards in here. So I played 2 Margin the Fire. Yeah, this is against literally anything. Green Gohan, Surge Piccolo. Obviously, this always comes in Surge Piccolo. So 2 of these, 2 BMS. No explanation. I still play 2 like in the 1K. This card's just all around good, more Self Awakening, but it stops decks like Majin Buu and Hatch. But with the ruling with Majin Buu, it's kind of hard because they don't have if they had run out of hand, they could still keep on summoning stuff, which is.
But also they could absorb it too.
They could absorb it too. So this only really came in against Hatch. The one Hatch I always play in every tournament. I play 1 Hatch, but so this came in. The 1 Champa.
Third.
Oh, yeah, the 3rd Champa, but the 1 Champa in the side. But this should be in the main. But yeah, the 3rd Champa. 1 Fu Shadow Mystery. This came in every game too as well. Since this deck is mainly based on the drop area control, you want to minimize how many overwhelm cards you can play. So the best one you can play in this meta is this one because this literally shuts down anything. Yeah, so literally just you play this, you kind of win the game. So this always came in game 2 or 3, no matter what deck it was. And the extra cards, triple time magic. Like I said, hard negates. You don't want to get caught off guard. Plus, you need more negates if you are playing the Gohan matchup, the new one. That deck is scary. Literally, like turn 2 could kill you. So you need to maximize as many negates in your hand as possible. And you can't afford to charge a multicolor on your first turn. So you need like a solid yellow so you're able to like just lock something or just protect yourself through the Gohan attacks. 2 Crusher Balls. Honestly, didn't really side this in. This card was very underwhelming the whole day. Because there's no really big threats that was like, I really need to play Crusher Ball to deal with these threats. There wasn't anything. Most of the bombs are like Successor and things like that, but they have deflect. So it's the Champa Trickster in the main really just made up for it. So that this card was subpar, but I could see myself siding in later on as well. And the last 2 cards, Cease to Exist. So this is the same concept as Battle to the Death, but it's not a brick because it's a 5K combo. Honestly, this only came in against like wide decks, which I only played Hatch that only went wide. So this really didn't come in because Battle to the Death takes life, so it speeds up your deck, gives you hand size. So this really only came in against Hatch. But if I had to choose, I'd probably still side it. I want to see how this meta pans out, especially like with more decks coming, more tricolor builds coming. So we'll just see what happens.
Awesome. So what were your matchups for the event?
So round 1 I had a bye. Round 2 I played Piccolo Surge. It was the regular blue, green, yellow, Successor, Broly. Yeah, 2 of that. Round 3 was the Gohan. Turn 2 kill, try turn 2 kill, but like I said, maximize negates, guys. That's what you have to do. Overall, I played that, beat that. Round 4, I played against Cooler, lost to that. Round 5, I played Boo, I lost to that. Round 6, I played Piccolo Surge, again, beat that. Round 7, drew against the Migra. And then the last round I played Android 18, trying to mill 60 cards out of your deck. And I was lucky against that deck because he bricked, and I was just taking advantage, just swinging with tokens, comboing out, drawing more cards. So yeah.
Nice. So any changes you want to make to the deck going forward, or?
Yeah. So definitely I want to try out the the Giro at 3, and then do a more controlled base build with the babies. I will probably honestly cut out Plea. I want to see how that works out, see what other cards I could use for that. Because, like I said, it wasn't really necessary in the build as much, but definitely I will put it in the side if I can find the space for it.
Awesome. Any last minute shout outs?
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Team Nimbus, our team. Shout out to everyone that play tested with us. Shout out to Figgy, OJ, Cheyenne, Russ, Alex, Big B, Vegas, Brian. Shout out to Bandai for running a great event at Level Up Expo. It was dope. This was the most players we've had for a regional in a while, in a long time. So I'm very happy about that. Overall, it was just smooth. I wish I could have went to Tournament Power, but shout out to Dalen Mack for throwing that. Our boy Russ got top 64. So that deck profile is going to come soon. So, yeah. So overall, great weekend. Overall, great events, great people. Yeah.
All right. Check y'all later.